Hey, cheers everybody. James here, your ABX audiophile. I know you guys saw, because you watch all my reviews and you like the charity and you love the stuff that we're doing here and you really like that we've raised over $20,000 for youth musical programs over the last couple years. I know that you watched my Audial A21 integrated amplifier review. If you have not checked out that review, please go do so. This guy named Tda in Serbia hand makes these integrated amps and DACs, and they are absolutely fantastic. Literally still to this day, and it's been a year or so since I had the integrated in, one of my favorite company's favorite products. And so we always wanted to get their SB5 or S5B DAC in to pair with the integrated. Unfortunately, we never were able to get them both at the same time, just due to his supply and the tariffs and things just kind of didn't line up, so we weren't able to get them both together. But we did, thanks to Arun Maverick in our Discord. He actually bought the A21 integrated and had it, and he wanted to hear the DAC, so he reached out to Tda and said, hey, I want to buy this DAC from you, this S5B DAC, but I want you to send it to ABX Audiophiles first and let him sit with it for a while and kind of review it before he sends it to me. So we did that. Then Maverick got it and put it in his system, and he's been talking about it in the Discord for a while and how they paired together. And so today we're going to talk about the Audial S5B DAC. Comes in around $2,500 depending on what configuration you get. Fully balanced, single-ended outputs. Lots of inputs on it. Really beautiful piece. And the cool thing about this guy is it runs the Tda 15 chip. Tda 1541A, which is kind of a little bit of a resurging DAC chip. It's kind of an older chip, but I'm telling you, man, there's a little something special about the Tda chip, especially if you kind of like musicality and true to the sound kind of performance and playback. So let's take a look at the S5B from Audial. Our good buddy Tda over in Serbia, hand building these things. Beautiful DAC. Let's take a look at it. We'll come back and talk about it. All right, so that was a look at the S5B from Audial. Now, I'm going to read you through the specifics here, just kind of, I'll give you a little under the hood here, just so you kind of know what you're dealing with. Non-oversampling, real nice. Multi-bit Tda 15 DAC, bada bing, we like that Tda. Master USB device, asynchronous, operating up to 384 kilohertz with galvanic isolation and 2 low jitter master clocks. I mean, clarity clean, everything's rocking and rolling. High performance, zero feedback, hybrid, discrete IC output analog stage, output impedance 3 ohm coupled by 23 microfarad capacitors. This thing's really nice, good quality internals, high quality parts. Toshiba and Zentex semiconductors. 10 fully separated supplies with 3 stages of passive common mode filtering, fully discrete, low noise, zero feedback regulators, extremely optimized layout. Take the lid off this thing and take a look at it. Absolutely beautiful. Mains isolation transformer acting as mains filter and balanced power source. You can get this thing, comes in, I think it's $2,350 for its stock configuration. If you want to get it with the output transformers, it's $2,500. We got ours with the output transformers on the Balanced outputs, man, that was my favorite. That thing, this DAC is so cool. It's so meaty and so weighty, and just it's got this like heft and body to it. I mean, everything that I would be looking for in a DAC. You know, I'm not looking for a DAC that is, you know, super transparent and clean and lean and whatever. You know, I want components in my system that are going to focus on naturalness, realism, you know, body and weight and soul to the music. And this S5B brings all of that to the table, and then some. If it can get a little bit veiled, depending on what you pair it with, so you kind of want to watch your pairings a little bit. Most things you got to watch your pairings with. I mean, everything's either super clean, super forward, or super warm, or laid back. I mean, they all have these kind of different voicings, and you hear these guys talk a lot about, oh, I like all my gear to be neutral. No, you don't. Nobody likes everything neutral. If you have everything neutral, if your streamer's neutral, if your DAC is neutral, if your integrated is neutral, if your amp is neutral, if your speakers are neutral, your music sounds like shit. It just sounds thin, drawn out, strung out. There's not a lot of life to it. I mean, it might perform really well. You might have a lot of whiz bang going on. I mean, it might be detailed, but you're not gonna fall in love with it, man. You gotta have some love and body and soul in your music and your system and how you pair these things. So if you need some pieces like that, you know, you don't want all of your pieces to be super organic and lush and real and things like that. But you want to have kind of that speckled in your system, and really kind of pair these things and curate these systems to bring you the sound you want. And for me, that's kind of ultra real and you know, ultra natural versus this performance and agility type of thing. I would rather have a little bit more realism, little bit more naturalness, a little bit more weight to my music and soul to my music than I would accuracy, speed, super dynamics, quick, you know, insane transient, you know, super ultra micro details and focused. I like those things. I just don't need them to be pronounced. So anyway, that's kind of what this DAC does. If you do pair it with gear that is on a little bit of a warmer side, you can start to get a little bit veiled. You can start to get a little bit hazy. I mean, the Audial DAC, I would say, is warm. It's definitely not on the neutral side. It's got good bass weight. It's got great sound stage, plenty of detail, especially if you have neutral gear kind of around it. Yeah, it's just a super fantastic DAC. And you know, Pedro over at Audial, he's just a good dude, and he makes a really good product that looks really good. The fit and finish and feel and knob feel and the connectors and the internals of this thing are just absolutely second to none. So if you're looking at something like that, check it out, man. Get that Audial A21 integrated. Still one of my favorites today. And this SB5 DAC is absolutely fantastic. So if you're interested about a high quality TDA, this may be the one to check out. All right, I'm James, your ABX audiophile. We'll talk to you guys later.